Now, my dear Archer, welcome to Litchfield.
I thank thee, my dear brother, in iniquity.
Iniquity? Prithee leave canting. We need not change our style with our dress.
Don't mistake me, Amwell, for 'tis still my maxim that there is no scandal like rags, nor any crime so shameful as poverty.
Though the world confesses it every day, men won't hold it for their opinion.
Men must not be poor. Idleness is the root of all evil. The world is wide enough. Let them bustle. Fortune has taken the weak under her protection, but men of sense are left to their industry.
Upon which topic we proceed, and I think luckily hitherto, though,
Would not any man swear?
Won't any man swear that I am a man of quality, and you my servant, when, if our intrinsic value were known?
Come, we are the men of intrinsic value, who can strike our fortunes of ourselves, whose worth is independent of accidents in life or revolutions in government. We have heads to get money, and of course hearts to spend it.
As to our hearts, I grant ye, they are as willing tits as any within 20 degree. But I have no great opinion of our heads, for the service that they have done us hitherto, unless it be that they have brought us hither from London to Litchfield, made me a lord and you my servant.
That's more than you could expect already. But, what money have we left?
But £200.
And our horses, clothes, rings, etc. Why, we have very moderate fortunes now for good people. And let me tell you that this £200, besides the experience that we are now masters of, and better than the estate that we have spent of the 1,000. Our friends, they did indeed to suspect that our pockets were low. But we came off in flying colors, showing no sign of want in word or deed.
Aye, and our going to Brussels was good enough pretense for any. Though I warrant ye, our friends think we've gone a volunteering.
Aye, faith, but if this prospect fails, it must e'en come to that. I am for virtue one of the hundreds, if you will, upon this night errantry. But if this prospect fails, we'll reserve the tether to carry us to some counterscarp, where we may die as we once lived, in a blaze.
With all my heart, and we have lived justly, Archer. We can't say that we have spent our fortunes, but that we have enjoyed them.
Right! So much pleasure for so much money. We have had our millions and had our pennyworths. I would go to the same market again. Oh, London, London. Oh. Well, we have had our share, and let us be thankful for things that I know of might disappoint us in the near future.
It has often grieved the heart of me to see how some inhuman wretches murder their kind fortunes. Those that, by sacrificing all to one appetite, shall starve all the rest. You shall have some that live only in their palates, and in their sense of tasting shall drown the other four. Others are only epicures in their appearances, such as who shall starve their nights to make a figure a day, and shall famish their own to feed the eyes of others.
Give me a man who keeps his 5 senses keen and bright as a sword, that has them drawn out in their just order with strength, as reason as commander at the head of them, upon whichever party of pleasure, upon the least appearance of disadvantage or danger. For my part, I can stick to my bottle, my wine, my company, and my reason holds good. I love hunting, but would not, like Actaeon, be eaten up by his own dogs. Love Sappho singing, but would not fall in love with her face. And just so, I love a fine woman.
In that last particular, you have the better of me.
I am such an arrogant puppy that I'm scared that you'll spoil our sport there. You cannot counterfeit the passion without feeling it.
Though the whining
part of it be out of doors and town, it is still in force with the country ladies. And I warrant you, Frank, the fool may outdo the knave at any time.
Well, I won't dispute it now. You command for the day, so I submit. But you do know, at Nottingham, I am to be master.
And at Lincoln, I again.
Then at Norwich, I'm out. What I think will be our last stage. For if we fail there, will embark for Holland. Bid adieu to Venus, and welcome Mars.
A match.
What will your worship please to have for supper?
What have you got?
Sir, we have a delicate piece of beef in the pot and a pig at the fire.
Good supper meat, I must confess, but I can't eat beef.
And I hate pig.
Hold your prating, sirrah. Do you know who you are?
Please to bespeak something else. I have everything in the house.
Have you got any veal?
Veal, sir. We had a delicate loin of veal on Wednesday last.
Have you any fish or wildfowl?
As for fish, truly, sir, we are an inland town and indifferently provided with fish. As for wildfowl, we have a delicate couple of rabbits.
Get me the rabbits fricasseed.
Fricasseed, sir. They'll eat much better smothered with onions.
Pshaw! Damn your onions!
Again, sirrah. Well, what you please. But hold, I have a small charge of money, and your house is so full of strangers that I think it would be better in your possession than mine. For when this fellow of mine gets drunk, he minds nothing. Sirrah, fetch me the strong box.
Yes, sir. And this will give us a reputation.
Here, the locks are sealed both for your security and mine. It holds something above 200 pounds. If you doubt it, I'll count it to you after supper. But be sure you keep it where I may have it at a minute's notice, for my affairs at present are a little dubious. And perhaps I may be your servant, or perhaps I may be your guest until the better part of that be spent. Perhaps I may be gone in half an hour. But pray your ostler always to keep my horses saddled. But one thing above the rest I must beg, that you let this fellow of mine have none of your anno domini, as you call it, for he's the most insufferable sight. Here, sirrah, light me to my chamber.